Yeah. Okay. Okay. So how do you feel in relation to the new requirements for this century? Do you feel that you're getting prepared for that, or do you feel that you're far from that training?
I feel like I'm getting prepared.
Sorry? Who is
I feel
talking?
like I'm getting Valentina.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm on the way to to have all these skills.
Yeah, you feel you're on the way, so you're on the right track then.
Yes.
Okay. Any other opinion?
Same.
The
Same
same
as Valentina.
Valentina?
Yes.
Okay. Just girls talk here. What about boys? What do boys think about it? Nothing. No opinions. Oops. Well, let's go on. Here you have a text, I mean, a paragraph, okay? Have you got the skills you need for the 21st century workplace? I will ask you to read this, okay? Here we have different aspects: imagination, problem solving, communication skills, critical analysis, decision making. And then after you read that, I will ask you to answer the questions true or false, okay? That will be the first part. Okay, I will give you, let's say, 6 or 7 minutes to do that. Okay, do you understand it?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, please.
What questions we have to answer?
Just the first, I mean, the true or false,
Okay, thanks.
just that.
I'm ready.
Ready? Okay.
Yes.
I'm ready to.
Ready? Good. Okay, ready everybody? Fabiana, you ready?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Raimundo, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Well, let's see question one. Raimundo, please. Read the sentence and then tell me if it's true or false.
Yeah. 21st century skills are not taught in schools in the United Kingdom. False?
False.
No. Yeah, false.
Why is it false?
Because in the text they don't speak about the school.
No?
No, I think no.
Are you sure? Oh, well, yeah, you're right. Yeah. They
Yeah.
talk about some other abilities. Yes, it's false anyway. Yes. Skills are not taught. Remember that. Wait, let me see. This is something about phonetics. Wait. The combination, I mean, in English, when you have the combinations of O or A, U, J, T, that combination of letters, normally you pronounce it ought. For example, taught, right? Taught.
Miss,
Yes?
I heard the word say tough.
Yeah, that is tough, but that is not with T. Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you see, it's tough is T-O-U-G-H only. Yeah, but this is A or O, U-G-H-T at the end. Caught, thought.
And so what is the meaning of taught?
Enseñado is a past participle on the
Ah.
past tense of teach. Teach,
No.
taught. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Raimundo, I think. Raimundo, Fabiana,
Yes.
Okay, so are not taught, okay? Good. Let's see number two. Catalina, please.
Employers like workers to be imaginative.
Imaginative.
True.
True, right. Let's see, Fabian, please, number three.
Employers want workers to think about possible problems. Is true.
True. Possible problems, right. Let's see number four. Sophia.
Employers like workers to be original when solving problems. True.
True, right. Let's see number five, Valentina.
Future workers will need to be able to write concisely.
Concisely.
Concisely?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's true.
True. Right, good. Let's see number 6. Catalina, please.
People communicate with each other less in the 21st century.
21st century.
21st century. False.
False. Why is it false?
Because we communicate more.
Right. According to the text, we communicate more. Good. Let's see number 7. Fabian.
Employers believe it is useful to know a lot of information about celebrities. Is false.
Why?
Because in the text they don't say anything about the celebrities.
Right. They don't say anything about that. Good. Let's see 8. Let's see Sophia.
Employers don't want workers to make decisions without asking them. False.
False. What is why is it false?
Because the employers want the workers has their own decisions.
Okay.
Don't asking help.
Right. It's exactly the opposite, actually.
Yes, yes.
Good. Okay, let's see. How do you feel about this this text? I mean, if you look at the characteristics that are supposed to be required in this 21st century workplace, how do you feel about them? Do you feel that what are your first of all, what are your strengths out of these characteristics or skills? What do you think?
Sophia?
Sophia? Yeah?
I think my strength
Strengths?
is critical analysis.
Can you explain that, please, a bit?
Well, I think I'm very. I analyzed everything. Like when I have to solve a problem, I'm really concentrate with solve the problem and analyze all the variables. Variables.
Yeah.
And I make a personality test, and it says that my strength was critical analysis.
Okay, good. So you have okay, you have a proof, a support
Yes.
behind you. Okay. And what about your weaknesses?
The weakness, well, it was a little bit connect with the critical analysis because I sobreanalizar.
Overanalyze.
Yes, because I overanalyze and analyze sometimes things, and it makes me get into a problems that it doesn't exist. So that is a kind of weakness about me.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
has a benefit and a negative part of that.
So it's okay. Wait a minute. So you tend to overanalyze. In English, you can use the word over. It's not a word in this case. It's a prefix because it's connected to the word. For example, over. I don't know. A very simple example. Overweight. Yeah. When something is an excess, you say over. Overweight. Overdo something. And the opposite. Can you think about the opposite way to express the opposite meaning? Anybody?
Under?
Exactly. Under is exactly the opposite. Underweight. Some people in Africa are underweight. Yeah? Good. Okay. what about the others? I mean, what about your strengths and your weaknesses in relation to this list of abilities or skills? Raimundo, what about you?
I think one of my strengths is the problem solving, because
Okay.
I am very organized for my things.
You're very organized.
Yeah, organized. I am organized with my things.
Can you give us an example of that? In what context?
Like for cálculo. I don't know how to say it.
Calculus.
For
Calculus.
everything about mathematics or that stuff, I don't have problem and I don't be nervous with this.
Okay, so you're very good at that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Do you think
And
that sorry, yeah?
no, you.
You first.
I want to say about my weakness.
Okay.
And my weakness is the critical analysis, because I am not very good for read.
Okay.
And and I think for make a good analysis, you have to read a lot for make a good opinion.
Yeah. Okay. In English, you are not good or bad for. You are good or bad at doing something. Yeah. So you are not very good at reading.
Yes.
Okay. Be careful with that preposition, because normally that is an expression that students are asked in tests. So please keep an eye on that. Okay, you're not very good at reading then. Okay. Okay, good. Let's see, Valentina, what about you?
I think I'm good at problem solving. I think I am like, I can, well, what say here is that you have to see problems before they happen. I think I do that very often. Like, I don't know, if we are in a group of work, I think I see the thing we have to do, or what is wrong, or what can tell us that it's wrong in our work. So I think I'm good at this.
Okay, that is a very
And
good strength. What about weaknesses?
I think my weakness is decision making. I'm very indecisive.
Oh,
So
yeah?
yes, if somebody tell me I think that it's wrong, I'm gonna believe them. So I'm gonna trust in my opinion. So I'm gonna have a trouble in decision making.
Okay, right. Good. Let's see, Fabian, what about you? What about your weaknesses and strengths?
Yeah, I have thinking about this, and I don't know if I can say if I have a weakness or a good in some skills of this, because I guess we have
Strengths.
yeah strengths. We need all of these skills um, to
Yeah.
be in this because if I need to problem solving or I need imagination, I need communication skills, I need a critical analysis and decision making. I don't think we can have anyone more than the others. I don't know.
Yeah, but I didn't ask you if you had only one. I mean, I asked you what are your strengths, maybe one or two or three or all of them. You may have more than one.
I don't know what to answer.
No? But do you feel that you have some weaknesses then?
Yeah, in all maybe.
All of them. Oh, come on, it's impossible. How can you be weak in all of them? Perhaps some more than others, you know?
I don't know.
No? Think for a while. Let's see, Catalina, what about you?
I think that I'm good at critical analysis, but I think there is asociado, I don't know how to say it, associated to the problem solving. But I think this is my strength, but in my weakness, imagination.
Oh yeah?
I'm not really good at it.
You're not very imaginative.
No, I am very structured.
Structured.
Structured, yes. So I no sé cómo decirlo, que me cuesta.
Okay, it's difficult for you to be imaginative.
Yes, it's difficult for me to be imaginative.
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 Some years ago, I used to work to give classes at the American company 3M. Do you know it?
Sorry?
Do you know the company 3M? It's a question for everybody.
I don't.
3M. Do you know it?
The scotch? I don't know.
Yeah, for example, they make scotch, Post-it, and many office material. And some years ago, I used to give classes of English and also classes of Spanish to some Americans there. And I remember at that time, I'm talking some years ago, in the 90s, I remember that in order to enforce or reinforce or stimulate imagination, they paid about 2 hours a week extra to each person there in order to, you could do whatever you wanted in those 2 extra hours per week during 6 months. You could do nothing if you wanted. But if you if you didn't do anything productive during 6 months, the second semester you had only 1 hour and then half an hour and then nothing. But in that extra time that you were paid, some people invented, for example, Post-it. You know, the pieces of yellow paper used to leave messages?
Yes.
They invented that during that extra time. They invented the sponge you use to wash dishes. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, they have to create.
Yeah, they were paid some extra time in order to invent, to think and see if you can invent something. If you didn't invent anything, you were paid for 6 months and then I think it was 1 hour or 2 hours per week, something like that. And then after that period, you were paid only half an hour and then you were paid nothing if you didn't create anything. But if you did create something, then you were paid extra just to think.
Okay.
Do you understand it?
Yes,
I thought it was a very stimulating idea, or not? What do you think of that?
I had a doubt. That those 2 hours per week or whatever were the time, that were free time, like well, you have 2 hours to think about something you can invent.
Exactly. I mean, you were, I don't know, you were hired, could be a secretary, could be an engineer, could be an accountant, could be anybody that was already hired at the company.
Okay.
In any area, even a secretary. And you could be there and then you were paid extra just to think.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
I remember the guy that invented the sponge was an accountant.
Wow.
You see, he was, I don't know, doing nothing, and then I don't know why or how he had the idea of inventing this sponge with two different sides, one that is soft, the other one that is rough to clean I don't know, pots and that kind of thing. But he was an accountant. Now, that guy, the one inventing the sponge, or the guy inventing Post-it, they could become, I don't know if millionaires, but very, very well positioned in the company.
Yes, wow.
That
It
means
was, yes,
you just have the hours for, I don't know, you create an idea, but not necessarily they make it. You just have to have
yeah,
an idea
yeah. You have
and
to
send it.
invent something and propose it to the company.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was. I'm talking about the 90s. I mean, a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah. I have okay, so that's related to imagination or problem solving. I mean, if you see that you cannot wash your dishes properly and you decide to, but not everybody does that or is able to do that. Okay, it was, sometimes you learn from the Americans. Okay, well, yeah, from time to time. Okay, well, just to finish this part, I will ask you to complete this exercise just to review vocabulary. Here you have 2, 4, 6, 8 different words. Please see how you can complete the sentences using words from the box, please. Okay?
Okay.
Ready?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Miss, what is the meaning of develop?
Desarrollar.
Okay, okay. Now I'm ready.
Ready? Okay, what about the rest of people? Raimundo, Fabian, Valentina, you ready?
Ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let's see number one. Raimundo, please.
Yeah, United Kingdom School and College teach ICT skills.
Okay, colleges. What is
Colleges.
ICT? What do ICT mean?
No clue.
I'm sorry?
I don't have clue.
You don't have a clue? Anybody?
Oh, I don't remember.
No idea?
Informations and
Yeah.
communication technology.
Okay, very good. Information communication technologies. I'm not sure if I stands for information or if it is for informatics. I'm not sure, but it has to do with that. Yes. Okay, good. Let's see number two, Sophia.
Employers value people with ideas for new approaches.
Very good. Three, Valentina.
Employers like workers who can solve problems.
Okay, right. Fabian, number four.
Therefore, workers need to be able to discuss their work with their team.
Right. Five, Raimundo. Raimundo, can you hear me?
Sorry, which one?
Number five.
Number five. Workers need to develop their writing skills.
Right. Six, Sophia.
it is important that workers can differentiate between truth and lies.
Right, differentiate. Huh?
Differentiate.
Right. Okay, let's see number 7. Valentina?
Employees in the 21st century have more responsibility.
Okay. 8, Fabian?
Employers like the workers to make decisions.
Okay, right. Here you have another difference with Spanish. In Spanish, uno toma decisiones. In English, you make decisions. Okay? Any questions about this? No questions? Okay.
What was the last thing that you said?
That in English, you make decisions. You don't take decisions.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah? Okay. So now please, just to finish the class, I will ask you to go to your cursos again, and please download a document called Job Interview. Okay? Okay. Oh my goodness, where is it? No. Sorry, wait a minute. Cannot hear this. Interview. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Let me see if I cannot find the audio. Sorry, I cannot find the link to the, here it is. Okay. Okay, here you will listen to a job interview, and please have a look at the resume, right? Have a look at the information. Here, the most difficult part is that not all the information is exactly the way it appears. So you please get familiar with the format first, and then you will listen to it twice, okay? Ready?
Yes.
Any questions about the text? No? Okay, here we go.
Good morning. Pierre Marcotti, isn't it?
Yes, good morning.
I'm John Reeves. I manage the sales department here at Roscoe International. You can call me John.
Okay, John.
Have you already been shown around the company?
Yes, I got here at 9 a.m. and Susie gave me a tour of the place.
And what did you think?
It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Yes, a lot of people say that. Now we have over 50 people working for us here. Did you bring your CV?
I sent it by email last week.
Oh, yes, of course. I was reading it only yesterday. Now, where is it? Ah, here it is. Here we are. Pia Marcotti, 26 years old, born in Rome. Okay, let's see. Where did you hear about Roscoe International?
My brother worked for you a couple of years ago and has always spoken well of you.
Luigi Marcotti? Yes, I remember him. How long did he work here for?
I think it was about 10 months. Now he's living in the UK. He's been working for a magazine in London for around a year.
You'll say hi to him for me, won't you?
Okay, sure.
Now, tell me something about your work experience, Pia.
Well, I worked in the offices of my mother's company when I left university.
And what sort of company does your mother run?
It's caterers. She does the catering for weddings, graduations, funerals, that type of thing.
And how long did you work there for?
About a year or so. They put me on the phones, and I was also responsible for all the advertising and our leaflets, business cards, and the website.
So you didn't do any cooking?
No, they kept me a long way from the kitchen.
So what did you do after that?
Well, I traveled for a little while, mostly in Europe and a little in South America.
How long did you go traveling for?
Oh, it wasn't too long, maybe about 6 months. I had a job that was going to start at the end of the year, so I had about 6 months free, so I thought, why not?
Did you have any problems with the languages where you went?
Not really. I speak Italian and Spanish quite well.
How long have you been studying those languages?
Well, my father is Italian, so I am fluent in Italian. I have studied Spanish for about 7 years, so I can get by pretty well in that, too.
Actually, we do have a lot of business with Sicily, so your Italian could be really important.
I would really like the chance to use my Italian for work.
What did you do when you came back from your travels?
Well, as I said before, I already had another job lined up, and that was in a small shoe company just outside town.
Bradley Footwear it's called, isn't it?
Bradford Footwear.
Ah, yes, here it is. It says here you worked in their sales department. How long did you do that for?
I was there for 3 years, and I worked in the sales department for 2 of those 3 years.
Did you enjoy the work?
Well, it was fun at the beginning, but it's not a very large company, and they only have a few customers in the region, so it got pretty repetitive after a while. That's why working for an international company like yourselves would really interest me.
Okay, let's go and get a cup of coffee, and we can continue this conversation afterwards.
Okay. Once again.
Please.
Here we go.
Ah, good morning. Pia Marcotti, isn't it?
Yes, good morning.
I'm John Reeves. I manage the sales department here at Roscoe International. You can call me John.
Okay, John.
Have you already been shown around the company?
Yes, I got here at 9 a.m. and Susie gave me a tour of the place.
And what did you think?
It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Yes, a lot of people say that. Now we have over 50 people working for us here. Did you bring your CV?
I sent it by email last week.
Oh, yes, of course. I was reading it only yesterday. Now, where is it? Ah, here it is. Here we are. Pia Marcotti, 26 years old, born in Rome. Okay, let's see. Where did you hear about Roscoe International?
My brother worked for you a couple of years ago and has always spoken well of you.
Luigi Marcotti? Yes, I remember him. How long did he work here for?
I think it was about 10 months. Now he's living in the UK. He's been working for a magazine in London for around a year.
You'll say hi to him for me, won't you?
Okay, sure.
Now, tell me something about your work experience, Pia.
Well, I worked in the offices of my mother's company when I left university.
And what sort of company does your mother run?
It's caterers. She does the catering for weddings, graduations, funerals, that type of thing.
And how long did you work there for?
About a year or so. They put me on the phones, and I was also responsible for all the advertising and our leaflets, business cards, and the website.
So you didn't do any cooking?
No, they kept me a long way from the kitchen.
So what did you do after that?
Well, I traveled for a little while, mostly in Europe and a little in South America.
How long did you go traveling for?
Oh, it wasn't too long, maybe about 6 months. I had a job that was going to start at the end of the year, so I had about 6 months free, so I thought, why not?
Did you have any problems with the languages where you went?
Not really. I speak Italian and Spanish quite well.
How long have you been studying those languages?
Well, my father is Italian, so I am fluent in Italian. I have studied Spanish for about 7 years, so I can get by pretty well in that, too.
Actually, we do have a lot of business with Sicily, so your Italian could be really important.
I would really like the chance to use my Italian for work.
What did you do when you came back from your travels?
Well, as I said before, I already had another job lined up, and that was in a small shoe company just outside town.
Bradley Footwear it's called, isn't it?
Bradford Footwear.
Ah, yes. Here it is. It says here you worked in their sales department. How long did you do that for?
I was there for 3 years, and I worked in the sales department for 2 of those 3 years.
Did you enjoy the work?
Well, it was fun at the beginning, but it's not a very large company, and they only have a few customers in the region, so it got pretty repetitive after a while. That's why working for an international company like yourselves would really interest me.
Okay, let's go and get a cup of coffee, and we can continue this conversation afterwards.
Okay. How was it? Well, let's see place of birth. Sorry?
Okay. A little bit hard.
Hard?
Hard, yes.
Let's see.
Okay.
Probably because it's not in the same order that you listen to it. I think that is the most difficult part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see place of birth. Anybody?
Rome.
Sorry?
Rome.
Rome, right. Rome. Age?
26.
26, right. Post-university experience, October?
2001.
Very good. 2001. Work for mothers?
Catering company.
Catering.
Catering.
En Chile le dicen catering, pero no es catering. Es catering, yes. Hasta los cuicos le dicen catering. Yeah. Okay. Travel mostly in Europe, but also months in
South America.
South America. Sorry. South America. Yeah. Worked for
Bradford.
Bradford. Very good. Bradford Footwear. Worked in
Sales department.
very good. Sales department. Language spoken.
Italian.
Italian fluent. Right. And
Spanish.
Spanish. Good after
7 years.
7 years study. Okay, very good. We got a 7. Okay, right. Very good. Any questions or comments about this exercise? Any questions?
No one.
No one?
No.
No questions? Okay. So with this exercise, we close the topic of work. That is the unit we're doing now. And, well, we're going to continue next class. Please, Valentina and Fabian, don't forget to contact your classmates to see what we will do next week.
Okay.
Please.
Yes.
Okay, guys, have a nice weekend as long as possible.
Thanks.
Hope to see you next Tuesday then. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye.